Welcome to my classroom. In this video, I'm going to talk about the concept of product rule. Basically, by definition of product rule, it helps us to calculate the derivative of two functions when the functions are product of each other. So let us say we have one function times another function. So product rule basically helps us calculate the derivative of these two functions as follows, which is going to be written as first function times the derivative of second function plus second function times the derivative of your first function. Alright, so these are your two pieces of your formula right here, piece 1 and piece 2. Because multiplication and addition are commutative, you can put them in any order and you'll still have the same answer. So we will begin with one example for now, and let us take an example as we are trying to find the derivative of these two functions, where our functions are going to be y equals 3x squared minus 1 and our second function is going to be 4x cubed. So we can go ahead and label our functions as f of x and g of x. So I will pick this function as f of x and I'm multiplying them each other. So this is going to be g of x. Now I also like to write down the f prime x and g prime x as well on one side. So my f prime x here is going to be 3 times 2 is 6x. And derivative of negative 1 is going to be 0. Alright, and let us also calculate g prime x here, which is, by power rule, 4 times 3 is 12, so it will be 12x squared. Now it's just a matter of setting up my answers in the product rule, which is going to be first function, that is 3x squared minus 1 times derivative of second function, which is 12x squared plus second function, that is 4x cubed times the derivative of first function, which is 6x. So I can go ahead and write down my answer as 12 times 3 is 36, x to the power of 4 minus 12x squared plus 6 times 4 is 24, x to the power of 4. I can further simplify my answer, so I can write 36 plus 24. They both are x to the power of 4, so those are the ones I can combine in order to write my final answer. So it is going to be 60 x to the power of 4 minus 12x squared should be my slope of tangent line for that given function. So I think that should be my answer for y prime. And it just amazes me every time, I do questions like these, because you can have any questions with product rule, any function that is product rule, And this formula gives you the correct answer or slope of tangent line no matter what. It can be any function that you pick. So right now you may say, well, I could have done the same question by distributing the 4x cubed to both the people here. And that's correct. You can do it that way. But eventually you'll see that when we do work with trigonometric functions, this method will come very handy and will become very useful for us. So I hope I made some sense of whatever I shared with you today. Happy learning. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Bye.